everybody. Please identify yourself, and we'll start here on the end. Go ahead, Tom.
Tom Reed, Columbus Dispatch. John, Dean Lombardi was just in, and he was saying, kind of going over his mind, some of the things that, looking back, things he may have done different. He said that maybe in the short term, too much emphasis was kind of on that second game, and it may have overlooked that first game of Team Europe. I just get your response to that.
I don't think our team overlooked Europe. Certainly, going into the tournament, you have to look at Canada as being the team to beat. But the way we prepared, the way we talked, in a number of meetings prior to Europe, how important that first game is, and we're living it. You know, when you don't win that first game in this type of tournament setup, so I don't agree. We have talked about it. It's funny when you lose and you're in a situation we are, and it's easy, poke holes in it. Everybody, what happened here? This, that, the other thing. We had 20 scoring chances in that game. They had 9. We gave them freebies early in that game, and that's what screwed us. And did we play and get the quality scoring chances that we wanted? No, but give them some credit. They played a defense that filled the middle. They had struggled early in the exhibition where they were giving up odd man rushes. They made an adjustment, and we played against it. We tried to get through it. We didn't. So give them some credit. But as far as a coach to the players, it's easy to speculate that, but I'm not buying it. We knew that first game was the utmost importance because it puts you right in the shit that we're in right now.
Scott.
Scott Burnside, ESPN.com. John, one of the things that Dean said, and it's been said all along, is his belief that the heart and the grit and the commitment, if you will, can help overcome a deficiency in talent. You don't match up talent for talent in Canada. But when you said over the 2 losses that you couldn't complete plays that you thought were there, you didn't get the execution, is that a function of players not playing to their potential, or is that a function of not having the right players who could make those plays and maybe change the situation that you're in?
No, I think our whole philosophy building this team was we did not think, especially up the middle, be able to just go talent against talent when you're looking at Canada, and that's the team to beat in this tournament. So we went with the thought of being able to play different ways, and there is talent on this club, and there is some grind in this club. I said that right from the get-go. I do think we had opportunities to make plays. I don't think, and we had 3 posts the other night. I don't think a lot of things went our way, but having said that, you have to make them go your way to get some puck luck. So I'm not going to sit here and listen to people tell me that this team was a bunch of grinders, because it's not true. We certainly, one of the number one thought we had when we looked at these people and building this team, do they care? This team cares. We just did not, from the coaching staff right on through, did not get the job done. And you need to accept that, and we need to take the medicine. But I'm not going to listen to people talk about different things when, quite honestly, they don't have a clue what goes on with this club. And but we're in this situation, so you have to take your medicine. I'm not making any excuses for us. For me, as I said the other night, I think I've let a lot of people down in not getting this team to get where we thought they could get to. So that's a responsibility on me. But some of the stuff out there, as far as picking it apart, my God, stop it.
Steve.
John, Steve Weiner from the AP. You just said responsibility on you. What would you have done differently if you can look back at this? What would you have changed in your coaching and how you prepared and how you executed in this?
Well, I think we spoke with the team. We talked about prioritizing how much information we were going to give them, and I think we did a pretty good job of that. I guess the thing that you look at when you don't develop offense as a coach, did I get people playing with the right people? And it's a hard thing to do in 3 days with people coming from all over the place. So I tried to match up a couple of people and see if they could play together. And so I need to take some responsibility that we just didn't gel offensively. I think we improved as far as away from the puck and coming out of our end zone, but just to finish plays and get people to match, that's something that I think about as far as, well, could I have tried him there? And so in my mind, that's where I have to take some responsibility there, because I think we have good people. We just did not bring enough offense to this tournament you have to do it very quickly. And I think that falls on me.
Terry, then Nick.
Terry Goldstein, Toronto Sun. Phil Kessel's tweet the other night, obviously a lot of headlines in that. Just get your thoughts on that, and any input as to why he was not part of this club.
Well, because we thought we had the right team. But as far as the tweets, listen, I like Phil. I've had him in World Championships. I really like him. But as I said, we need to take our medicine as a team. I don't get. We'll take it from you guys all day long. That's part of our job, and it's part of your job, all day long, and we should. I just don't understand players that have been in this situation, players that have played for the USA Hockey, not only Phil, but some of the other guys speaking out. To me, it's a little self-serving. And quite honestly, it doesn't make USA Hockey look any better either. It's self-serving, and I think the people that are doing it, it really doesn't help them either, as far as what, I wish Phil just would have. Listen, you guys have grinded us about Phil. Phil looks just fine as far as the way you've talked about us not picking him. I just wish you didn't say anything, because it makes him look bad. I don't want him to look bad. And the other guys, it's so easy. It's so easy to start chucking dirt on us when things are going bad. But when they've been playing in the program, for the whole USA Hockey, it just does not look good. And we have some work to do to get some respect back. That stuff doesn't help, and so that's my thoughts there.
Nick,
I know you have offensive
can
talent.
you identify yourself?
Oh,
please?
sorry, Nick Kotznick at NHL.com. You had 10 guys who scored 20 goals last year. I get that. I think what people are having trouble reconciling is saying we had the right roster, but we didn't generate enough offense. If you brought more skill, would you have generated more offense? What's your thinking?
I think we have enough skill on our team. It just didn't work out. In the 4 days we played, we didn't bring enough offense. And that's the tricky part of this tournament. It has to happen right away. It's after a summer. Guys have been off. You try to get your guys together. And it just didn't happen. Maybe in another year it did happen for us. But we do have to answer this question. But I am not going to say that we should have blown up this whole type of situation or how we built this team, because I think we have really good people there, and as far as offensive people. I need to take the responsibility there and take that off the players, because I don't think I found the right mix quick enough for our club. And I'll say one thing about Dean Lombardi: there is no one. And this is where I can't even sleep, because I felt I've let him down. That guy has put so much time into this in the past 14, 15 months. I feel for the players, but on the management side, because I was with them during those 14 months, I watched how meticulous he was in trying to do this the right way. I feel for him. And so I am not going to second guess on how we did that, because we do have good people offensively.
Last one, Pierre.
Harold O'Brien, ESPN, TSN. John, you've won a Stanley Cup. Dean has won 2 Stanley Cups. Clearly, you guys know what it takes to bring different types of players together to win the ultimate prize in the NHL. But could you allow for the possibility that in this tournament, on this stage, it requires another type of level of skill to win this tournament, i.e. you got Joe Thornton and Matt Duchene playing on the 4th line for Canada. They've accepted their role, and yet they need that skill. The kids have skill up and down their lineup. Could it be that the formula that has made you guys champions in the league may not work here at this stage?
I'll answer it this way, Pierre. And I'll be honest with you, we are not as deep as Canada, skill-wise. We're not. And if I'm not sure if USA Hockey's going to like me saying that or not, but it's the truth. So it's a situation where I still think, in our mind, Pierre, we could not just skill our way through Canada. That's our first stop when we start building this team. We could not have this all skill. I've been in situations against Canada in these type of tournaments. This one's a little bit different because it happens so quickly if you have a hiccup. But I've watched them turn in games, turn up the momentum and change the games. And that's why we went to this type of situation with our team, trying to build an identity to handle some of those momentum swings. We failed at that because I saw it when we played a game the other night. We have a good start and they surged on us. We self-implode a little bit. We make a couple of mistakes ourselves. They score goals and they surge on us. We still couldn't stop it. And that's a very important part in these short tournaments, in these games, is being able to get the momentum back on your side. I think we have the people that could change that momentum. We did not, and that falls on us. But I just don't think we have enough skill. There's some coming. There is some coming, as you see with the other team that's playing this tournament, especially up that middle for USA Hockey. Would have been nice to have them with us right now, but that's not the way the tournament was run. So I just don't think we had the people to fill that area to match Canada. And there's no question, guys, I am not downplaying. Our thoughts were right at Canada, because that's the team. And as you see, that's what we have to go through. That's what teams have to go through to win this. We could not outskill them. And I think you have to be honest about that. And as it hates for me to say that and say Canada's better in areas than we are, it's the truth. So you have to make your adjustments in building your team that way. And I thought we did this the right way. I thought Dean did it the right way. And the offensive part of it, I think, falls on me and not getting the combinations to where they worked. And so I hope I'm answering your question.
Tort, there's actually one more where somebody actually has a question about the game tonight. Mr. Levy, back there.
Steve Levy, ESPN. Coach, in light of the circumstance of the tournament where you are right now, how do you approach tonight's game? How do you expect the players to play?
They'll play. They're pros. These are good people. We know they care. The character, we know they care. It's hard. Players aren't martyrs. They aren't. It's a tough situation for them to, after going to Canada, to get geared up for that game. And now we're here, and they're going home tomorrow. They're human beings. It's hard, but they're going to play. They're going to play the right way. Hopefully, try to finish the tournament the right way, and then we'll leave here, unfortunately, and go to our respective teams and start our camps for the NHL.
Nick.
Who's your starting goalie and who's scratch?
Bish will be the goalie. Corey will back him up. My scratches are David Backus and Eric Johnson.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.